So the first month of quarantine, man, I was just eating. I was eating. I would finish work. I was exhausted. It was so emotionally draining. I would just fall on the couch. I'd lay on the couch. I'd eat. And man, soon before I knew it, man, my clothes were getting tighter. Clothes that were getting tight had been tighter and were getting even tighter. And so suddenly I began to hear my clothes calling out to me, please do something about this. Please, Doug. I could hear them crying and weeping. Belts were breaking. And so I thought, all right, I got to do something here. Now the funny thing is, the joke of quarantine on us all is they lock us in our houses, we eat and we lay around, but you can't buy new clothes. They close all the clothes stores, right? So now you have to figure out what you're gonna do. Something had to be done. So I thought, I got a diet. And I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. I had to dig deeper. I had to start exercising. Yes, believe it or not, people, I've started exercising and I'm starting to lose some weight because something had to be done. Guys, today I want to challenge you to do something. Something has to be done. So one of the things that our team has been really intentional about is doing things throughout this process. Now, our team has done an incredible job of bringing this online campus to you. I'm so proud of everybody. Everybody's been working so hard using their God-given talents, and it's been incredible to see. But there's more than that, and this is where I think we're getting into kind of phase 2 of this quarantine situation, where I think we need to start doing more stuff right now. As the world is so dark, we need to shine brightly. And so a couple of things that we've been doing is, yeah, we have a food pantry at the church and people are welcome to come bring food and take food, and we've had so many of you dropping off food. It's been a huge way we could be a light during this time. But then we started to think, well, we're getting some people here, but there's a lot more people out there, and so we've started giving food out in plastic bags, pre-packaged, ready to go, and the assignment is drop it on somebody's stoop, text them, hey, check your stoop, God bless you, and we're gonna get through this. So we're super excited about just doing some stuff. Some other things we've been doing, as many of you guys have joined, is the Parades of Hope. We've been driving around Stony Brook Hospital, and we drove around St. Catherine's Hospital, and last night as we were at St. Catherine's, it was awesome because we were actually on the hospital grounds and we were able to drive around and wave at doctors and nurses who were on shift change, and it was so encouraging. We're waving and honking, they're waving back as they're leaving later. We're in the parking lot praying, kind of closing up, and doctors are driving by honking back at us. It was so awesome. Another cool thing we got to do last night at the hospital is we delivered 10 dozen donuts to the hospital. We brought them into security, said, hey, take them out, let them know it's from Living Word Church, and we appreciate what these doctors and nurses are doing. And so we're excited about just doing stuff, just getting people involved and still obeying all the laws and all the rules that we have to. We want to be respectful of authority and do the right thing during this time, but just being creative and lighting up the world around us. Some other people have been sending out encouragement cards. Lacey and Nicole Summers took it upon themselves to just start this whole letter writing ministry, and they're sending out encouraging letters to people. It's been incredible. We've got people like Laura Weitzenberg just dropping off food at random people's houses and just leaving it on the stoop and saying, God bless you, have a great day. We've got Cheryl Shishkoff, who's a sewer, making masks. She's sewing masks together for people. What an awesome thing just to do something. We've had people drop off food at our house. The Quintanas are like ninjas. The next thing we know, we got a porch full of groceries. I'm not saying bring me food. I'm just saying, man, people are doing stuff. And it's so exciting. This is what we're supposed to be doing, church, right now, right? We're supposed to be lighting up the world for Jesus. And so I want to tell you today, do something. Do something. Don't sit back. Don't be stuck in quarantine comatose. I want to remind you guys of a verse we looked at a few weeks ago in a mini message. It was Matthew 5, and Jesus says in verse 14, you are the light of the world. That's us, church, right? And this is the time to shine. We got to shake off the quarantine comatose. We've got to shine brightly right now. And so be creative. What can you do? Can you just take a plastic bag and bring it to your neighbors and drop it off and text them? Can you figure out who's in need and maybe grab a bunch of friends and just do a drive-by at somebody's house and tell them, hey, check the front door. We're out in our cars praying for you. Just be creative and do something right now. Jesus goes on in verse 16, let your light shine before others that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Guys, this is an amazing opportunity that we have right now. It's dark. We got to shine brightly right now. Don't forget our series we did back in the fall, Bright Shining Lights. What a beautiful time to shine. So do something. Do something. Be creative. Seek God. Follow His leading like we talked about Sunday, but do something.